Okay, it's recording. I have two guest speakers. Tyler's going to be throwing down Mogul 50 that just hit it today. And then I have Mike Sancho, about literally like a sneeze away from Mogul 25. Going to throw down amazing leadership training. But I want to go over as a basic training for you guys that's been able to help me step up my game so much better. Some of you guys are just overcomplicating this business, and it's just so easy. Number one, why this company is so much better than everything else. If you guys have noticed, if most of you have been in network marketing for a long time, the game's changing. Network marketing is growing. Everyone knows about network marketing. It's been around for multiple years now. Amway, all of these companies, all these product-based companies, it's all old. The Eric Worre method doesn't work anymore. The normal network marketing pitch does not work anymore because what's happening? Technology is advancing. The way we think is advancing. Entrepreneurship is advancing. I love it. More people are starting to get into that entrepreneur spirit. So what we have is way different from anyone else because why? We don't have to sell someone on a bullshit story. We don't have to sell someone on a dream like I did in every single one of my other companies. Why are we better? Because we get a lead with product. We have a product that makes people money. So you don't have to do, well, this was my story back then. When you close someone, I don't have to do the whole entire mindset call. In my previous companies, I had to get on calls with people and I had to learn how to close, like psychology behind how people think. I had to go over a mindset. I had to make sure I hit them emotionally. I had to make them feel weak, then bring them back up. Guys, I don't have to do all that stuff. It's literally just leading with the product. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do for the past 60, 70 days I've been in this company and how I've been able to grow my business from me personally only enrolling 70 customers to it now being 900 customers. So is it cool if I go ahead and show you guys my method? Yes? Okay, let's go. Okay, so where do I start from? Now, this isn't a training on how to get leads. I'll do a training on that next week, but this is exactly for the people who say, like, what is this? Can you send me more information on whatever you do? And here's the thing. A lot of you guys freak out at this moment. And this part is the most easiest part. It's literally just providing information and giving them tools. This is where a lot of you guys are like, Sarah, what do I say? And all you do is say a simple thing. Like, have you heard of Forex before? So I'm going to pull up my notes really quickly just to make sure I don't miss anything. Let's see here. Perfect. So let's start off when someone asks, what is this? Or someone reaches out to you. Okay. All I do, I simply ask them. I'll send you a screenshot too. All of you guys know Facebook is down right now and it's aggravating me so much. I can't post anything. No one can see my life. I'm freaking out. I'm just kidding. But so when someone asks, what is this? What is this AI thing? First, I don't go right into it. I don't send them a video first, or I don't word vomit them. Remember, like I said last week, you want to be the trailer to the movie, not the actual movie. So when someone's asked what this is, I simply just say, hey, Laura, how are you? Sick profile. Have you ever heard of the foreign exchange market? And they simply, or have a conversation with them. I ask like, hey, what do you do right now? Get to know that person. Don't just instantly send them information because at the end of the day, we're trying to be a consultant. We want to help this person with the software, right? So going back to that, they ask, what is this? I say, hey, Laura, oh my God, love your profile. Where do you live? Where are you from? And they say, so-and-so. I go, okay, cool beans. Have you ever heard of the foreign exchange market? And they usually say no or yes. So if they say no, I say, okay, cool. Is it cool if I go ahead and send you over this quick little video that breaks down the foreign exchange market? And I say, you don't have to know how to trade Forex, but I'm just showing you what it is so we're on the same page. Sound good? And they say, yeah, sure. So then all I do is I send them the video of it's in the launch guide. It's in the first part. Slow down, please. Sorry. It's in the first part of where it says the marketing 101 on the launch guide. I'll pull it up right here. Sorry, I talk really fast. Let's see here. So under marketing 101, under first exposures for beginners, I send them this video. It's super simple, guys. And then after that, all I do is I said, okay, cool. Let me show you how I make automated income through this space. Then all I do is send them the video that goes over Hamilton and Benjamin. That's all I did. I used the tools to actually send them the information instead of me speaking and sending them a paragraph about what the software actually is. So then I send them over that video, and then later on, they come back, and they're usually interested, and they're going to have questions. So then I send them the actual Forex group that has all of our testimonials, and I get them plugged in. Because when people can see other people are winning, they're going to want to do it. Now, the next step, this is what I do. I'm about to present to you guys exactly how I close someone. I'm not saying you guys have to get on a Zoom call with every single one of your people, but this is the system that I do, and I want you guys to see how I present this thing. So once they have questions, can you please give me water? Once they have questions, they're usually super interested, because who doesn't want to make money, right? They see it's completely automated. They see that other people are winning, and they want more information. So if you guys don't know how to close anyone or answer their questions, that's when you could put me on a call, and I can help you do this until you learn from yourself. But what I do and how I've been closing people one by one, I ask them, hey, is it cool if I go ahead and jump on a Zoom call with you and answer any questions that you have? And here is where I change the whole entire game. So I get on a Zoom call with them, and I simply share my story, guys. You don't have to go on and on about a story, but I literally tell them, I'm like, hey, Adrian, nice to meet you. Oh my God, this is awesome. It's so cool that, social media, we could connect with so many amazing people. I get on with them, and I tell them who I am, because people will do business with people that they can trust and that they can relate to, right? So I get on with them, and I share my story. I tell them, hey, Adrian, so a little background on myself. I was a bartender, model, actress, fitness model, personal trainer. I worked so many jobs back then. I was working about 70 hours a week. But the thing was, I was always really good at making money, but I didn't know how to have my money actually work for me. I was making money in the wrong ways. And here's the thing, after 4 or 5 years of doing the same thing over and over and over again, I realized I wasn't getting any results. And that's the definition of insanity. So I realized if I don't change the way I'm thinking and what I'm doing, I will keep doing the same thing for the rest of my life. Okay, so right then I related to them. They're probably doing the same thing that they're not even aware that they're doing right now. And then I tell them, so with me, I always had a bigger vision. I always saw myself doing much more than what I'm doing right now, but I didn't know how to actually do it. And by the way, I never went to college a day in my life, and I support a college 100%, but I didn't know what I wanted to go to college for. And the cool thing with its industry now, I believe that in the past 4 years, I've learned more about business than people that have been stuck at college for 4 years, just from the personal development and the mentorship that I get. And then I explained to them, I saw these kids on Instagram that were absolutely killing it. They were making so much money. And I thought to myself, well, if these kids can do it, why can't I? So I reached out to them, and they showed me another way out. They showed me a vehicle that will allow me to pursue my actual dream. And from there, I found the foreign exchange market. So see how I did? I just shared a story and where I was. Sometimes I go more deep with it, but you kind of want to hit home emotionally and tell that person who you are and how you found this company. So then I simply go, I tell them that I was in a Forex company before. And the cool thing with that, Forex makes a lot of money, but I didn't have the time and patience to look at a chart all day, or I didn't have, but the type of person that I am, when I want something, I'm going to go get it. And I'm going to make myself successful. When I want something, I'm going to learn it, and I'm going to master it. But the thing was with Forex, it took me 2 years to process this. And I knew that if it took me 2 years, how could I build a business around it with the average person, knowing that how motivated I am, and I couldn't even pick up the skill set. How am I supposed to share this with mass amounts of people when I can barely learn it myself? So that's kind of like with my story with learning Forex. So what I found was a technology that allowed me to work smarter instead of harder. Does that make sense? I found a technology that allowed me to work smarter instead of harder. Instead of me spending all my time learning the graphs, I found an artificial intelligence trading software that does all the work for me. Let me go ahead and just show you what you kind of saw in the video. The video that I sent to you kind of went over the differences between Benjamin and Hamilton, but I kind of just want to show you, in person what the actual software looks like, because I know when you first look at this, you're like, oh my God, this is scary. I'm not used to this. Artificial intelligence, that sounds sketchy. I tell them, I was sketched out when I first got into it. I was scared at first. But then, I just thought to myself, holy shit, AI is taking over. And I asked them, like, do you realize how big artificial intelligence is? And eventually it's going to be replacing all jobs. So I get them in the mindset. I get them in the mindset of understanding that artificial intelligence is taking over. So I say, like, did you see the Super Bowl? Every other commercial had robots replacing jobs. So I thought to myself, like, holy cow, this thing actually works and it makes sense. So I'm going to try it out. I didn't even want to build this business at first. I just came in as a customer. So let me show you how the software actually works. So guys, the way I'm doing this, I'm literally showing you how I present this stuff. I'm not saying you have to do this with every single one of your people, but you guys can get the idea of how I'm showing the person what I do. So basically, I just show them, I tell them that the software runs on a VPS, which is a virtual computer. The way that I explain it, I simply say a virtual computer is like downloading someone else's software to your computer. It's kind of like insurance for your own software. So imagine if you downloaded the software directly onto your computer and someone broke into your house, threw your laptop and threw it in the ocean, you would lose all of your trades and you would have no access to your software. But imagine if you downloaded someone else's software directly onto your computer and had a software that's running 24/7. So that's pretty much what it is. It's out in London, and it has your software. You can access it no matter where you are in the country, your laptop, your phone, wherever. So I explained to them what the VPS is. Then I showed them what it is. So I actually take the time out of my day, and I show them what the VPS looks like. So here it is. I show them my account, Baller Life. Here it is, school. So let's see, one sec. So I show them that it actually looks like it actually looks like a computer screen downloaded onto your own computer. And this is where the software runs on, okay? Now, this is where I explain the differences between Benjamin and Hamilton. And this is something that I know a lot of you guys aren't doing correctly, because I see some people get into the chat and they're like, my Benjamin only took 2 trades in a week. Or, my Hamilton's doing this and this. My Benjamin's doing this and this. And that's because you didn't sell this software the correct way. So when I'm selling this software, at first I start with Benjamin and then I go on to Hamilton. So I explain that Benjamin is a swing trader. So it's taking long-term trades but bigger profits. So it's a 6-month to a 1-year growth platform. Make sure you say that, because not only is it a 1-year growth platform, but when you tell that person that, you have them locked in for 6 months to a year. When you explain to them that it's a 1-year growth plan, then what I do is I pull up the Forex Calculator, because if they already watched the video that breaks down the software, they'll already understand what you're talking about. If and only if they watch the video. I would never get on a call with someone if they haven't seen all the videos. So let's see here. Let me go to the Forex Calculator. Let's see. So I explained to them that Benjamin is one of our flagship products. You need a little bit more capital to invest with it, but it's totally okay if you don't have that much money. We could talk about Hamilton after that, but I want to go ahead and introduce you our best software that we have. So Benjamin, you need about $2,500 to put in this broker account. And what a broker account is, it's simply another platform. It's like a bank account where you can plug into your actual software, put your money in. You could take out your money whenever. We are not in control of your money whatsoever. If we were in control of your money, this would be completely illegal. That's what mirror trading is. So this is just a tool to help you become more profitable in the market, okay? So I show them. Let's say you started your account with $2,500, right? And within every single month, it's going to be compounding 10%. And I usually tell them, it's artificial intelligence. Every single month, the AI gets smarter and smarter and smarter. And the more trades it takes, the more confidence it gets. And your account is compounding. So it's going to be getting bigger, bigger, and bigger. This is not an account that you're going to be withdrawing from every single month. So I show them 10% a month just in 1 year. Wow. Okay. $2,500 investment. And the result is $7,800. Now I say, is that a lot? Maybe that's not a lot to me or you, but with this money, make that within your bank. With your money just sitting in the bank, would it make that? And they're like, no, that's crazy. And then I tell them, okay, look, what if we added 10% of what we make? So let's say, I'm about to be making $25,000 a month right now. I'm going to take 10% of that and I'm going to plug it into the broker every single month. So let's say after month 5, we have, let's see, if we added 10%, let's say if after 5 months, we have $6,000. So let's say, boom, now you have $12,000 just from a $2,500 investment and adding 10% of whatever you make into the account. And obviously it keeps going from there. I show them what their account would look like in 4 years. That's a lot, guys. When you actually show them the numbers and show them the growth, they're going to start understanding and really visualizing this thing. And then not to mention, I don't mean to get you guys confused, but I forgot to mention something very, very big as well. When I first jump on the call with them, I go over what is Forex kind of, and this is how I always promoted the business in my other company with the Forex part. I asked them, I say, obviously the foreign exchange market is trading one currency for the other. It's like when you go to Europe and you trade your US dollars for euros, and we make a profit off the fluctuation rate. When one price goes up, the other one goes down. And I asked them, when I first got started in Forex, I had no idea what the banks were doing with my money. I thought I just deposit my money. It sits there on my own little cubby with its name on it. I had no idea how the banks work. But come to find out, my money's not even there. Your money is nowhere in the bank, because you know what the bank does with your money? As soon as you deposit it, they flip it in the foreign exchange market instantly. They need your hard-earned money to trade in the foreign exchange market. So let's beat the banks and do what the banks are doing, but smarter, right? So that's what we're doing. So let's get back onto the topic. Now we have Hamilton. So remember what I said about Benjamin. You need a little bit more capital for Benjamin. And if you don't have that, that's totally okay. I didn't have it either when I first got started with this. But let's talk about Hamilton. Hamilton is designed for someone who has only about $500 to put into a broker account. It's a scalp trader. So the main point, the main objective is to get in and out of trades as quickly as possible. So it's taking about 60 to 100 trades a day, as opposed to Benjamin, it's taking about 15 trades a month. So with this, no matter how much money you have in your account, it's a fixed amount. So you're going to be averaging the same amount every single month, whether it's from $300 to $700 a month. Now, if you want to take more profits, you can add on an additional software for $70. So I say that as well. So like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then this is one thing that you guys don't mention. Remember, we're putting everyone on demo accounts. So you need to tell people that we're putting you on a demo account. So one sec. So when I'm explaining this, I say and also, by the way, there's no risk whatsoever. You can get started with this for only $200, and we put you on a demo account your first week or two, just so you get comfortable with how the software works. So when you get started, you don't need that money to instantly fund your account, because we're going to let you try out the software without actually funding your money first. Sound good? And they're like, yeah, okay, cool. So now I'm leaning on to how much is the software? Okay, so now I say, okay, cool. So with this, all this value, you get this software for $200. $200, and it's $145 a month. Now, we also have this business module attached to it, which is totally, you are not obligated to do it whatsoever, but I like to mention it because I advocate and I encourage on it a lot, because at the end of the day, it's free money. Sharing a software with people and getting paid for it. It's like when you go to the movies and you share how good the movie is with someone. That production company is not paying you. Imagine getting paid for just sharing a profit that makes people money. So is it cool if I kind of go over how you can get the membership for free? And they're like, yeah, like let me know. So if you refer this, if you share this software with just 3 of your friends, you can get this membership for completely free. Completely free. And they're like, wow, no way. And then I kind of feel the vibe. If they're like, wow, this is cool, I kind of go into the compensation plan. I do it like 50-50. Sometimes I don't do it and sometimes I do it. But I also wanted to show you guys this, how to actually explain the compensation plan, because I get a lot of questions how the compensation plan actually works. And, if you're building this business, if you're on this training, I think it's smart for you to understand how the compensation plan works. So do you guys want me to go over it really quickly? Okay, I'll just go over it. Cool. And then I'm going to go over how to properly launch, which is the most important part of the training. So I explained to them, Your first 3 customers you get for free. You get the membership for free. So let's look at the LineMax. You have 3 teams, your first leg, your second leg, and your third leg. So your first 3 customers, you can get your membership for free. But if you want to get compensated for everything after that, we can upgrade you to an affiliate, to an IBO. That means an independent business owner. That means you're getting compensated for sharing the software with your friends and family. So let's say we help these 3 get 3 customers as well. That's already 12 customers in your business, and you're already making an extra $600 a month. That right there, you can go put into another Forex account and make additional profits from just sharing this opportunity with anyone. So I like to point it like that. Build a business so you can have more residuals to go put into a Forex account. Does that make sense? And then obviously I keep going from there. Oh my God. Obviously I keep going from there. I keep telling, it keeps building and building and building. With 35 people, you're already making $1,500 a month. With 90 people, you're already making a $3,000. And then I keep going from there. I explain success stories. I share my story, how I never made more than $2,000 a month in any industry in my life. And now I'm close, and within 60 days, I'm close to making $25,000 a month just from leading with the product and showing people a better way, showing people a vehicle. So that's all I say. And then here's the part that you guys get confused on. Oh, crap. I asked them, that was sick, right? Okay, school. When do you want to get started? That's when you have to have a backbone and have posture, and knowing what you have works, because it does. Don't say, don't slow down, please. You're a rap artist by night. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Am I talking that fast?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Well, it's recorded, and you guys can slow it down when you watch the recording. Oh God. So then all I ask them is, okay, when are you wanting to get started? And they're usually like, okay, right now. And then this is the main part of the training. A lot of you guys can close people, but then you have no idea what to do when they're ready to get started. So I'm going to go over all of this training right now. And some of you guys might already know about this, but for the ones that are just now starting to build, I really want to go over the basics, where you find your links and whatnot. So let's start. New enroller launch. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to pull up this. And launching, getting your people started effectively, it's literally one of the most important parts of the whole entire business. Some of you guys work so hard to get the sign up, but as soon as you get the sign up, you instantly just stop. Like, whoo, I got the sign up. But that's when that's when you actually start working. That's when you play another leadership role, and you actually have to lead your people, show them. Because if you're just signing people up and not even getting their software set up, they are going to quit on you. They are going to quit on you. So you have to nourish them like they are your own baby. Okay? So I'm going to pull up my notes really quickly for you guys. Please mute your mic as you're getting on. Got it. Cool beans. So if you guys don't have this, please reach out to me. This is very, very, very important. All of you guys need to have the new enroller launch and saved in your notes. So when I get someone started, I send them my customer link, okay? Thank God. Let's give a huge woohoo for not having to use Uphold to sign up anymore, because that was a big roadblock for a lot of people. So now you do not have to use Uphold to sign up with. You can simply just put your credit card information like you could before. So yay, good. So when they sign up, you will use your customer link in the back office. If you go into your back office, silverstarbuilder.com, go under my websites and go under customer link. That is your link to get your new customers signed up. Okay. So after that, get on a call with them, get on a Zoom call with them, exactly how we're doing right now, and go over this new enroller launch. I see some of you guys just send the new enroller launch. That doesn't do anything. The only reason why I have this up here is so you can save it in your notes and go over it with your team. If you guys aren't on my team, if you guys have a different system, that's okay. But this is the system that I'm teaching. So I plug them into the Facebook groups, the Market Hackers Facebook group, and the Market Hackers official Facebook groups. make sure they're plugged in. I add them into the team chats on Telegram and Facebook chats, whatever you guys have for your team's Facebook chats. And I also make sure that they are plugged in to the Telegram chats. Super important. Help them help your newest person add the Telegram chats. You know, I get on a call with them and I make sure that they're in every single one of them. Now, when you're going over the Telegram chats, make sure you emphasize how important it is that they have to follow Silverstar Live Announcements group chat and make sure they check it every single Monday for the settings that come out every single Monday. Okay, does that make sense so far? Now, this is going to help you guys out a lot. I actually just got off a call and they didn't even understand how to set up the software from someone else who enrolled them, which that's totally okay. It happens. So this is my method. If you guys don't want to use it, that's totally okay. I used to use markethackers.info, but things have changed so much that it's kind of confusing for the newest person to follow. So this is the method that I've been using, and it's been working out tremendously for me. So setting up their software. What I do is, number one, as soon as they sign up, I don't focus on, you know, getting them to recruit or anything. I get their software set up the first day, within their first 42 hours, okay? So I have them set up a demo account, whatever broker you guys choose, a demo account. Second, I have them set up their VPS through Aiden or whatever VPS company you guys like to use. So they have their VPS, their broker account. And then number three, I have them attach their broker account demo into the MT4, MT5 licenses in the back office. So I did all three steps, and that right there is sometimes the hardest steps for the new person to learn. That's what I've noticed. So I go over all three steps with them. Next, I get on a Zoom call with them. We're going to start having all new training videos that go over exactly how to set up the software. But until then, this is what I'm doing right now, and it could help you out a lot. So I get on a Zoom call with them, and I have them download Microsoft Remote Desktop, okay? And then I help them put in their VPS information that they got from the VPS. Their name, whatever, all the credentials that they put, they log in. Now, the next step is I set up their software for them. So I actually get on a Zoom call with them. I log into their VPS. Like I said before, you don't have to do this whatsoever, but right now I'm doing it. So I don't like when my team tries to set up by themselves, and then next week, 2 weeks, they blow account because they don't know they didn't set up the software correctly, or it just doesn't work. So if you guys don't have this PDF, I'm going to go over it with you really quickly. This has been a game changer for my business, because when I first got started, you could ask Mike, like, I used to stress myself out over the software, but in setting up people's accounts. So this is the PDF that we have. If you don't have it, let me know and I will send it to you. So I go over the whole entire PDF with them. It's super simple. The new VPSs that we have already have Hamilton and Benjamin preloaded into them. So you can skip all of these steps with them and start from step 7. So step 7 is right here, and I do it all with them while they're doing it with me so they can learn. Remove all the charts. It's literally step by step, and they don't have an issue with that whatsoever. And when I'm going over all the steps, I go over what they mean, the settings, anything. So they're on the same page, because if you set up your person correctly, your business is just going to thrive. It's going to grow, 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 and grow. But that's how I set up the system. Then you can go to Benjamin as well if you guys haven't seen it. Benjamin looks the same way. There it is. This has been a game changer for me, literally step by step on how to do it. And then from there, I make sure all of their accounts are set up. There we go. And then I have them set up after that, I have them set up I have them download MetaTrader 4 onto their phone, and I help them connect their broker account to MetaTrader 4, and I teach them how MetaTrader 4 works. You know, the history, I teach them drawdown. I show them, you know, what drawdown is, and the history, that's when the trades actually close out. Hi. Sorry. Okay, so then after that, let me see. Next after that. And then I go over the marketing 101 with them, exactly how I trained you guys before. I'll share my screen really quickly so you guys see. So I show them, you know, this is what you do. And I have like a 10-minute training how to go over the marketing 101. what videos to send out, how to brand themselves. The one thing I really challenge my team is to, when they first get started, use the software for just a week and then simply just brand yourself as an entrepreneur. And if you guys want to learn how to brand yourself on social media, if you look me up on YouTube, there's like 10 videos on my trainings and how to develop yourself as a leader through social media. I'm not going to go through all of that right now because I can go on and on about that. But I simply do a little training on how to get your newest members started and what videos to send out, just so they're on the same page. And then I break down, different websites that they can help. And then the last thing I go over is I make sure that they get on the Saturday day calls with Dave. That's super important. And I make sure they have the schedule. Saturday calls, software updates with the creator itself. His name is Quicksilver. Monday is a training call that Mike and Cam usually have, which is absolutely incredible. It teaches the ATM method. It teaches some strategies that Mike does through Facebook. And then also Wednesdays, we have an opportunity call. And then every Wednesday, I do my call as well. But that's pretty much all I have right now. I just wanted to make that training just so you guys get an idea of how easy this is, of how easy. And the thing that I do when I get on these calls, it's literally verbatim. It's the same thing every single time. I just repeat myself. Like I can make a video and just have it replaying and these people would still sign up because that's how repetitive it is. But so that's what you do with that. And if you guys need help, for example, Amy and I with our girls, we have been, anytime you have a lead and you're like Adam, for example, Adam's absolutely killing it. I wish my Facebook was working, but it's not. My guys and my girls put me in a group chat. If they don't know how to close someone, that's okay. First, there's 3 steps. I do it with you, I do it for you, I do it with you, and then you do it by yourself. So what you can do if you're having trouble with trying to get someone enrolled, you can put me in a group chat. And guys, be real, be authentic. Let people know that you're brand new. That's totally okay because when you act real with people, they're going to understand because number one, when you act when you act like you know all the information, they're going to be like, damn, like, do I need to know all of this to get started? And they're going to be scared. But when you just tell them like, hey, Rebecca, I just got started. I know all the answers, but I don't know how to explain them correctly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put you in a group chat with the top income earner of the company. She's absolutely killing it. She knows everything about the software. She's about to be making $25,000 a month. She's been able to help out this, and this much people, help with their financial goals. Just up-talk me to the point where they trust me, build the credibility triangle. And then from there, you guys can see how I can close people for you. And then from seeing me do it so many times, you can start understanding how to do it from yourself. So sorry that I talked so quickly, but if you guys got any value out of that, just go ahead and drop like a 555 or something. Perfect. Okay. I'm sorry I talked so fast. Okay. Yay. Cool beans. Okay. So next speaker I want to bring on, Mike Sancho. Finally, he's getting on one of my training calls. Yay. So what he wanted to go over, you guys, we weren't even in the same business. And I keep saying IML. Obviously, you guys know I was an IML. But we weren't in the same business, our previous company. And he mentored me more than anything. He didn't care that I was not on his team. We ran the Orlando events at UCF, sneaking into the colleges, running events. And I've learned so much about this guy. I've learned so much from this guy because when I first got started, my leadership skills were horrible. It was very hard for me to actually lead. I knew how to do it, but I couldn't teach. And I've learned so much from this guy just because he's so generous and all he cares about his team and helping them succeed as well. He's how many away from Mogul 25? Like 10 customers?
Yeah. Next 24 hours or so.
So this guy's about to hit $25,000 a month. In his previous company, he never made more than $1,000 a month residually, guys. So this guy knows what he's doing. So we wanted to have this call and set the expectations right for the right mindset and leadership skills that you guys should have. So that being said, Mike Sancho, go ahead and break it down for us.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. That was an amazing training. I hope you guys took lots of notes. Sarah killed it. So, what she just taught you guys, right? She taught you guys, how to properly share this opportunity. And she showed you guys how to launch, your new members. What I'm going to go over with you guys is the proper mindset that you need to go to the next level, not only in this business, but in your life. Because if you guys really, really want to make the life-changing income, you're going to have to become more, right? The amount of money you earn or the amount of money you make is in direct correlation with the amount of value, you give off, right? The amount of value you give to people or the amount of people that you help. So in order to make more, right, I think it's fair enough that you have to become more. So number one, guys, the most important thing is your mind and your mindset. So you have to program and if you're anything like me, or if you grew up like me, right, you were getting the wrong programming growing up. You're getting the wrong programming, right? Because by the time you go from kindergarten through 12th grade or college, whatever, you've gone through about 14,000 hours of programming. And what you've been programmed for is averageness. You've been programmed to listen to authority, do what they say, and pretty much, work the job, right? So, God, who said this? I don't know. I think it was, I can't remember who said this, but they said, I think it's Bob Proctor. He said, the illiterate of the 21st century are not those who cannot read and write. It's those who cannot learn, unlearn, and then relearn again. So that's what I'm talking about tonight, guys. You have to ditch the poisonous mindset that you've been taught or it's been handed down to you from the masses, right? Because we want to do the opposite of the masses because, if you do what people do, you say what they say, right? You're going to get the same exact results every single time. So two of the biggest factors that are going to determine where you end up are going to be the people you hang around with, and it's going to be the books you read or the audios you listen to, right, guys? Because, you're the average of the 5 people you hang out with, right? So if you hang around, 5 broke people who are always, getting in trouble, they're drinking, doing drugs, whatever, working their 9 to 5s, chances are you're going to be the 5th or 6th person doing the same thing. But if you're leveling up your circle and you're associating yourself with people who have goals, ambitions, they're entrepreneurs, they're starting businesses, they're in network marketing, they're in trading, they're actually trying to create more for themselves, you're going to be doing the same exact thing. And, that's what I've constantly done. I started in those circles that I, previously described, which are, at the bottom, and I started, cutting people out of my life who, weren't helping me really, they were just dragging me down, right? It's like, and I like to relate it to like a pot of boiling crabs. I don't know if you guys actually know this or not, but if you boil crabs, right, and they try to escape, what happens is, or like the way a crab trap works is if one crab tries to escape, right, the other crabs will actually pull that crab down and they won't let it escape. So like a crab trap in the ocean, the top is completely open and the crabs, they come in and they get the fish, whatever. But, they can get out at any time because the top is open. But when one of them tries to reach for greatness, it tries to reach for glory, it tries to go for freedom, all the other crabs around it pulls it back down and it traps it. And then it gets caught and eaten and boiled with the other crabs. And you go to Joe's Crab Shack and you enjoy the crabs. So guys, you have to cut out the people in your life who are not helping you. They're not raising you up to new heights, right? You need to start getting around people like me, like Sarah, like Tyler. Recently in my circle, I've gotten around people that make me feel like a peasant, right? I've gotten around people, they're making $400,000 in a week. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even know this was possible. I feel like an idiot, But I'm doing that. I'm throwing myself into these situations where I'm not the smartest person in the room. Because if you're the smartest person in the room, you're not developing, you're not growing. So what you guys need to do is, number one, is chances are, you're probably surrounded by a lot of negative people. You need to put a lock on your brain. You need a password on your mind. You can't let negative people get to you, right? Because people will try to stop you. They are going to try and stop you. They're going to try and pull you back down into the crab trap, right? So you guys have to have that mental toughness. You need to develop the rhino skin, and you have to be willing to do whatever it takes. Now, this happens over time, guys, and really the way you're going to do this is through mentors. And, for me personally, I've never had someone come to me and say, hey, I see you working really hard or whatever. I want to mentor you. I've never had anyone come to me and offer mentorship or anything like that. I've had to go out and find my own mentors, and that's completely fine because the amount of information available to us is unlimited. We have infinite wisdom at our fingertips with our laptops and our phones. And, I just go on Amazon, or I order books, or I go listen to audios, and those are my mentors, guys. So I listen to people like Jim Rohn, Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, okay? People who have what I want. Because like I said, right, we've been programmed with the wrong information, right? My family, my parents, the lifestyle that they pitched me on was going to school, getting good grades, right? Trying to get a good job and working for 40, 50 years, trying to retire, right? That was the lifestyle that I was pitched, right? That was the lifestyle 97% of you guys were pitched, right? But I wasn't buying it, right? I'm not buying that. I don't want that for my life, okay? I'm going to go listen to people who have the things that I want. Because like I said, do what people do, say what they say, you're going to get what they have every single time. Very, 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 very simple concept. If you guys can follow instructions, you can take your life to the next level, guys. And what I'm talking about now, guys, I'm not talking about making an extra $1,000 a month, making an extra $2,000 a month. I'm talking to the people who want to hit the top levels of the compensation plan, because you guys absolutely can, right? You guys can achieve anything. It starts with the first rank, second rank, third rank, fourth rank. We all started at the bottom, guys. We all started at the bottom. But, the ones who are at the top right now and the ones who are getting the paychecks are the ones who said, look, if it's going to happen, it's going to be me who makes it happen, right? Success is not something that happens to you, right? It's something that happens because of you and the actions that you take, right? You don't get what you want. You get what you consistently work towards, right? So when I found that out, and I found out that I could have whatever I wanted in my life if I just follow these successful people and do what they told me to do, and I would get the results. And that's what I've done over the past 2 to 3 years. And lo and behold, here I am getting the results. I followed the steps. I was on calls like this. They told me to do exactly what I'm telling you guys to do, which is, read the books, right? Listen to the audios, guys. I've done it. I've put in all the hours. I've read the books. I've done the audios. I've done the trainings. I've done it, guys. I put in the hours into mastering my craft, and that's how you go to the next level. Now, if you guys really want to make the big money, you're going to have to become a leader, right? You cannot be a follower and make the big money. You have to be a leader. So what is the fastest way to become a leader? Right? The way is for you to become independent of your sponsor as fast as possible, right? What do I mean by that? I mean that you're not bothering, whoever, and I don't say bothering, but, coming to them with pointless, little things all day long. I have some people, they'll come to me, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do this? And it's just the smallest little things that they can figure out on their own, but they're too lazy to just go out and do it. And then there's a difference. There's other people I sign them up, right? Give them all the instructions. They ask me questions for a couple of days, and then I never hear from them again. And then 4 weeks later, 6 weeks later, they say, hey, I just hit this rank. I just hit this rank. I just hit this rank. And I said, I've been meaning to check in on you, and I haven't heard from you. They're like, yeah, I just been going out there and getting it, right? When I signed up, and you can ask Tyler this too, right? You can ask Tyler, because Tyler signed me up. I bet you, Tyler, how many times did I come to you asking for anything, right?
Very low.
Unmute yourself. How many times did I come to you asking for help or whatever, or this or that?
Very, very little. The only thing is when I need to get you in contact with Hassan.
Yeah, that's it. Literally, the only time I would go to Tyler is if it was a back-end type issue, corporate issue that I couldn't solve myself. It was like someone needs to get paid, or, some sort of support issue that I needed to get in contact with corporate. That's it. Other than that, guys, the business is here. The training's here. The videos are here. You have all the resources, but be resourceful, right? We give you all the resources. Be resourceful. Don't be a tool. Use the tools, guys. We're giving you the training. We're giving you the videos. We're telling you how to do it. We've got the marketing tools. All you guys have to do is do it and put in the action. So you have to be consistent, and the only form of accountability really is self-accountability. And in terms of, consistency, I have a few tips. I'm not going to go too much longer, guys, because we're already on for 50 minutes, and I want to give Tyler a little bit of time. But what you guys want to do really is get organized with your business. Treat this like a business, and it'll pay you like a business. Treat it like a hobby. Okay, it's going to pay you like a hobby, $600 a month, $1,000 a month. You treat it like a Fortune 500 business, right? a company that's doing millions of dollars a year in revenue, and it's going to pay you like that, right? Take this serious, guys. This is your chance at freedom. You see me hitting 6-figure income in 70 days, Sarah hitting 6-figure income in under 50 days, Tyler hitting, $50,000 a month in, 6 months or so. I mean, insane income, guys. And literally you can do it too, but you just have to do it, right? No one's going to do it for you. And you have to have mental toughness. You have to have an insane IQ level. And what I mean by IQ level is not like Dave's IQ level. I mean, what is your IQ level, as in what is your I quit level, right? Do you have a low I quit level where first roadblock you're out, you quit? Or do you have an IQ level so high that you're never going to quit? Or you don't even have one, right? I don't even have an IQ level, guys, because I don't know how to quit. Once I start, I don't stop, right? I'm here till the end, right? I don't know how to quit. And that's how you guys should be too. You shouldn't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out where, oh, if this goes wrong, I'm out. I'm out of here. No, you guys are here. You're committed. You're here to stay, right? Compound effect, compound effect, compound effect. We talk about it with the trading accounts, but it's also true in building, right? In building a business, the compound effect is absolutely true. And especially in a business like network marketing, where you get paid in the future on the work you do now, right? You have to be willing to work without pay in order to make money without working. So what that means, when you're just getting started, you got to get this train rolling. You got to get this thing in the air. You got to get this jet. We got to get off the ground. We need to take flight, guys. Think of it like the spaceship, right? When you see a spaceship and it's taking off, right? And you see the explosions and it starts moving like really slow, like when Elon's shooting off his rockets into Mars or whatever he's doing, right? You see it starting to lift off and it's moving really slow. But then once it starts picking up momentum, that thing is going 1,000 miles an hour, 2,000 miles an hour. And then once it gets into orbit, right? Then they turn off the jets and everything and they're cruising. They're in orbit. You guys have to get off the ground. You got to get in the air. You have to take flight. You have to be consistent with your actions. You can't do a little bit here, a little bit there, stop, a little bit here, a little bit there, stop. You have to keep going, and don't stop until you see the results that you want, guys. That's the only way to do it. Just go all in on your life, guys. You guys, whatever you're doing in your life, wherever you are, use everybody, I'm probably going off right now, but yeah, like if you guys are working a job or like, especially you guys working a job, and I know half of you are working a job where you work for a boss that you hate, or they treat you like garbage, or your employees, they're not nice to you, or your coworkers are mean, whatever it is, use that as motivation. Use that as fuel. Your parents tell you this doesn't work, this is not going to work for you, this is not a suitable lifestyle. I want you to go make $50,000 a month with this opportunity and come back to them and say, look at me now. I made it happen, right? I want you to take your doubters and turn them into your fans, right? Guys, you can do this. Anyone can do it. We're all regular people. Sarah's regular. I'm regular. Tyler's regular. There's nothing special about anybody. Literally anybody can do this. But you have to be consistent. You have to put in the action. You have to put in the time, guys. And, to help you with consistency, guys, I would say practice daily routines. Plan out your routines, right? We have the GPS in mind. We know the location we want to go, but do we have a roadmap to get there? Do we know the directions? Because if you don't have the directions, you guys are going to get lost. You're going to be all over the place. You won't know where to go. So we need a plan, right? If you don't plan, you plan to fail. So you need to map out your day. You wake up, you do personal development, 30 minutes. You follow up for 30 minutes. You go to the gym. You exercise for an hour. You get back to your house. You go to work, whatever. You make lunch. You have a routine and you stick to it, guys. You have to be disciplined, right? The most successful people are the most disciplined, okay? But, and then the last thing I would say before I pass it to Tyler, and this is one of the main things that I struggle with, which is procrastination. So what I tell myself in my head is like 100 times a day, I just be like, do it now, 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 do it now. And I just repeat that to myself, and it helps with my procrastination, right? Because I have these tasks and they pile up and I'm like, I don't really want to do it. And I just end up doing like, scrolling through Facebook and liking this and liking that and laughing at that meme and sharing this and sharing that. But guys, you just have to do it now and go for it. So do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. And if you keep doing that, you have the game plan, you map it out, you put in the action, you continue to learn, master the information. Because you guys need to master the information. Like seriously, you got to be on the Saturday calls. You need to learn how the software works. You need to learn how the business works. You need to understand the compensation plan. You need to know this business inside and out, guys. That's how you go next level. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it to my man, T-Mac. Mogul 50 about to pop in the next 12 to 24 hours. And he's going to take it away. Go for it, my man.
At this point, I'm just waiting on a back office refresh. It's like, but
yeah, he's already there.
But guys, super excited to have you all here. I mean, it's been pretty crazy what we've been able to create in the past 8 months. To be quite honest, when I signed up for this company, it was just a joke. 8 months ago, it was just us kind of messing around and playing around, a bunch of close friends, all just trying out this software, and we had no idea what we were going to create. We didn't ever expect it to get here. I honestly, to be completely honest with every single person on this call, I was burnt out on all network marketing or anything like this. I had been in the industry for the past 6 years, and I had actually found a way to make a living outside of the industry without having a job. And I was doing very well without having to deal with anybody's BS. So when I signed up for this company, it was because I came from a trading background. I'd taken a year into crypto trading, and you know, I'd found something in that where I didn't have to deal with people and could make more than I had ever made. And when I saw this software, like I said, it was just to play with the software. I said, you know, I'm down to throw a few grand in and see what happens. And if you actually look at my Instagram, there's a highlight called Forex software. And you can see our first ever beta software was called Trailblazer back then. I went in there and I was like, you know, I'm just going to put a few grand in here and let you guys know what happens. And I was just transparent with people. It could have lost all the money and I would have shown people. I was just like, yeah, I'm playing around with this thing. And I just shared my results every few days. And by the end of the first month of sharing results, and so you guys know, actually, the first month I signed up for this, I actually didn't set up my software. We still didn't really have any idea how to do it. There wasn't many training videos. It was a very unduplicatable system. But once somebody taught me how to set up the software after my second auto delivery went through, because I was about to call my bank and say I didn't do it, right? But I set up the software instead. Best idea I ever did. And long story short, somebody showed me how to set it up, and then I was off to the races. I enrolled 75 people my first month just off of Instagram stories showing the software. I didn't call a friend. I didn't text a family member. I didn't even, my best friend, JJ, is about to go Icon 10. If you ask him, I was already Icon 1500 before he even signed up, and he was at my house every single day. I didn't even try to sign up my own best friend that I've done every network marketing company together. I was building this thing in front of him and didn't even try to sign him up because I wasn't trying to sign up people. I was just sharing the software and people were signing up naturally, very organically. And next thing you know, when you have a product that works as phenomenally as this, it's going to work. It's going to grow. It becomes a snowball effect. And that's exactly what happened. As we began to make it easier for the newest person to get started with the software, use it, understand it, it just continued to grow and grow and grow. And we started to double our team in a month. We started to quadruple our team 1 month, and things got absolutely insane. It was because we started to create duplicatable systems. And when I say that what you guys have seen this far was just scratching the surface, it really is just been scratching the surface. We haven't done anything yet. We're really just getting started. We're about to launch the entire rebrand, brand new funnels, marketing systems. Market Hacker is coming out with their own marketing system for all of you to be able to use as well, and custom BPSs, private brokers. We've been behind the scenes for the past 90 days, you know, not telling you guys a lot of the things that we've been working on to make all of your lives easier, not just from a corporate level, but also from a market hacker standpoint, because we know the ways to continue to duplicate this thing and scale it to 100,000 customers. And it involves us picking up some of the pieces of the puzzle as market hackers and implementing them so that you all have them. And we've been heavily behind the scenes for that. And you can ask Mike. Honestly, I've had to take a step back. I'm the top recruiter in this company, and I've had to take a step back from recruiting the past 2 months personally so that I can help support the entire infrastructure, help get a lot of these things together, help grow. And yeah, I'm still bringing in 15 plus personals a month, but that's nothing close to what I was doing when I first started. And that's because I haven't even been able to get back to half of my leads because I'm busy helping everybody else. And I think that's the most important thing is we're creating a system to build the proper leadership and channels and everything to make your lives easier. And today alone, in fact, since all of you are on this call, I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to show you something very cool. And I'm going to show you a sneak peek of the new mobile website that is launching. I have some screenshots from the developers, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a sneak peek of, you know, a little bit of the new website launching. You're not going to see much. It's just some mobile screenshots, but I want to let you guys know all these things are coming into play. The new website will come out next week. The new back office is less than 10 days out. So everything will be launched in the next 2 weeks on that end. Same with New Hamilton, New Benjamin in the next week. I got the final version into my, my email today, the final beta. So we're doing about another 48 hours of beta testing. Everything's good. We should release by the weekend to make sure everybody's set up for Monday trading on the new Hamilton as well. I'm not sure about Monday Trader for Benjamin. I heard they might release it, but I've been beta testing it and I'm not pleased with it yet. So I don't want us to release it. And I'm not pleased because it's not that it's not working. It's just, it's too conservative in my opinion. It's not taking as many trades as Monday Trader 5 Benjamin. And, you know, I don't want to release that until we have it optimized to the same level. But again, I can't control corporate. So let me give you guys German Legends chat. Here we go. So new mobile site. Here's the homepage.
AI Global Markets.
AI Global Markets. We'll have video on what is AIGM. Some of you guys have probably already seen that video. Mike might have leaked it. Talks about the software, different things going on. This is really cool. It's going to say, I want to trade with, so which platform, how many trades a day you want to get, and how much money you're starting with. And it's going to tell you what software is best for you, right? So that's another cool thing as well. And then we're going to have more info on Benjamin, all the different softwares, some testimonials, results, and here's the new back office login. How's that look on mobile? Mobile-friendly back office. I know some people are excited about that. So lots of new things coming on that end as well. New Hamilton, I would show you guys, but you know, I can't because we're not on my computer. We're on Sarah's. But like I said, there's so much coming, and we've just scratched the surface. You guys are the early adopters in this company, and I'm going to give you an example. There's another company in the Forex niche. There's a few in the Forex niche. One in specifically, though, that has 1.7 million people that have been registered in their company and gone through their company. And we have 14,000 active users right now on this product. We are just scratching the surface. We're in 93 countries. And quite honestly, I see us hitting 1 million customers in the next 4 years. In the next year, I see 100,000. I mean, I think we can hit it by July, to be completely honest with all of you, with the growth we've been having. And it's really, for every single one of you on this call, understand that the position I'm in, the position Mike's in, Sarah's in, none of us expected to get to these positions this quickly. I never expected to be earning $50,000 a month in any freaking MLM in my life since Vima back in the day when I started 6 years ago. I gave up that dream a long time ago, and here we are again. And take and understand that the normal person can do this. It's just a matter of, you got to share this with people, but you don't have to do it sketchily. You don't have to do home events and, hey, I got this thing I want to share with you. Well, what is it? Just come over to my house, right? You don't have to do that shit. No. Just literally share the software, share the results, be honest with people, be transparent, educate people. It's an education thing. If you don't fully understand it yet, start to get more confident, ask more questions. The biggest reason that our team's thriving the way it is there's been a learning curve. You know, yeah, Mike told you in the beginning, he didn't ask me for help to grow his team. He'd ask me some software questions. Sarah asked me software questions. I still learn new things myself every day. I'm sure they learn new things themselves every day. We're all constantly learning. So be learning, be a sponge, understand that this is the trading industry, and constantly we're going to adapt, evolve, and just continue to make this software better, the process better, simpler, easier for every single one of you as we scale this thing to, 100,000 customers in the next 6 months. And the infrastructure is being put in place, and you'll see all of it released in the next 2 weeks. And I know you guys have been hearing that, but I have the deadline. I've seen the website. You see it's real. It's done.
It's getting done.
So everything's here. It's coming into play, and I'm glad you're all a part of it. And I can't wait for you guys to see us take this company to the next level from an infancy company with some small programming stuff to a company we can take to, a $1 billion organization and truly impact the world.
Woo, let's go. Thanks, Tyler. That was great. Everyone, thank him for getting on the call. We love Tyler. Guys, so what was with what Tyler was saying, and make sure that you're educated. I'm gonna get off here as soon as possible, but make sure you guys are educated. Ask Mike. When I first got started with this, he set up my whole entire software for me, so I had no idea how to actually do it. It got to the point where I enrolled like 30 people, and I had no idea how the software worked. So I deleted the whole entire thing, and I set up the software by myself just so I could learn it, just so I knew it by myself. Because when you start growing a team, you're gonna want to be educated on how the software works, or else you're gonna kill yourself. You're not gonna go that far, but you might. I don't know. But I'm gonna leave it off that. I forgot to mention one thing. Those PDF guides, guys, those have completely changed my whole entire business. And I just want to give a huge credit to Jonathan Chrysler and Amy Dangerfield. They were the ones to create those PDFs. So they did an amazing job on those. That's absolutely saved my business. So give credit right back to them. But other than that, guys, you know, let's kill it. Let's keep grinding. You know, just like Mike absolutely killed it. You just got to give it your all. You have to decide right now that you're going to go all in, because if you're not all in, you can quit right now. It's not going to happen. And I don't care if you work 70 hours a week. I worked 70 hours a week. I was a server, bartender. I did so many other things, and I built my business on the side that led me here, where eventually now I don't work a job. But even I don't want to hear any excuses. Well, I'm tired. I worked all these jobs, yada, yada, yada. If you want something bad enough, you're going to fucking get it, right? So I'm going to leave it off here. I love you guys more than anything. Super excited for you guys. And let's get this new Hamilton launched. Let's go, guys. Thank you. And I will be releasing the recording onto my YouTube page, so stay tuned. Bye.